What is up, people, and welcome back to my Rags to Riches F1 2010 to 2014 career mode. This is the career mode where we go from one of the worst teams in F1 2010, work our way up through the ranks and through the teams, and try and get a drive for one of the best teams in F1 2014. So far, if we look at the standings of the 2010 season, we are driving as Virgin Racing. We are currently in 11th place on 20 points, thanks to two 5th place finishes in Australia and in China. Unfortunately, we're on a bit of a run of bad races in Monaco and Spain. Not really the best results there. We kind of finished way down the field, and the less said about those two races, the better. But we're heading over to the Turkish Grand Prix here today for round 7 of this 2010 season. Hopefully, we can get a better result here today. Istanbul is a track that I haven't done for a while. It's not been on the calendar since, I think, F1 2012, or maybe even 2011. So it's not been on the calendar for quite a long time, so hopefully we can head to it here today and get some decent points once again. But we are in a Virgin Racing car, so even like a top 16 finish will still be a decent result today. But without any further ado, let's head over to qualifying for the Turkish Grand Prix. We've got a performance test to run in this Turkish Grand Prix. I think this is to get the throttle map setting, which we failed to do at the Monaco Grand Prix. So let's do this and try and beat the target time in the first lap of trying. And down towards the line, and there we go. Beating it on our first lap of trying. It's probably not the best lap, although we are faster than Haydon Lions. So, I mean, I will take that as we overshoot turn 1. There are improvements on this lap. I do know that there are improvements I need to find on that lap. But hopefully we can do that in qualifying, but we did what we had to do. We've beaten the target time. We've got rich mix throttle that we can now use in the race and also in qualifying. So without any further ado, let's head over to the qualifying session. Here we go then, qualifying for the Turkish Grand Prix. We've got the one-shot lap qualifying session here today. We've got a minute and 46 left on the board, so let's hopefully try and nail this lap a lot better than we did in qualifying. If we can get maybe a 1:30, something like that, then that'd be a good lap in this qualifying session. But let's see what we can do. Unfortunately, got Nico Rosberg in the way. That's not what we want right now. The other way, Nico. Thank you very much. Right, let's carry on with our own lap. Although I've not actually got it in rich mix, so I'm not too sure why I've not done that. Let's put it up into rich mix. Let's get some more revs. Oh, and Rosberg's driven into me. Okay, nice one, Rosberg. You're on an out lap. What are you doing, buddy? That's not good. Right, corner cutting. Okay, so at least we get another chance. We've got corner cutting. Okay, then, because we cut the corner on the previous lap, we get another attempt here in qualifying. Nico Rosberg's come straight back into the pit lane. That's good news. And this time, we are going to be running fast, rich revs all the way throughout this lap. And hopefully, that can help us set a decent lap time. Right. Anyway, here on our qualifying lap, let's not cut any corners and let's see what we can do. So far, so good here in this qualifying session. Let's try and nail this corner, though. We made a mistake on the previous lap. That's where we cut the corner much better through that corner. That's probably the hardest corner on the circuit. Maybe the final sector, but still. Through this long sweeping right hand, we've got a slow car ahead of us. Jensen Button. Get past him very easily. Let's try and make sure that we nail this corner as well. Brake very, very early for the corner. There we go. Nice and tidy. Right, turn in. Okay, through the first part. Then the second part. One more corner left to go in this qualifying session. What can we do? Through the final corner. Down towards the line. What is the time going to be good enough for? It's going to be a 1:29. It's 9th place. Wow. What a lap that was. I was expecting to be way down the field with the pole position being a 1:27. But a 1:29 in the top 9. Wow. Just wow, what can we do in today's race then? I'm speechless. I can't get my words out today. Look at the pole time as well. 21 tenths, 21 thousandths of a second separating Mark Webber and Fernando Alonso. Sebastian Vettel wasn't too far behind either, and neither was Felipe Massa. So the Red Bulls and the Ferraris, hardly anything can separate those 4 cars with the McLarens a little bit further off the pace, and so was the McLarens look like they have a bit of a battle there with the Renaults here today, and I'm involved with like the Force Indies and stuff like that. But that is an absolutely sensational lap to get myself up into P9. Can we convert it into another points finish here today? Only time will tell, but let's find out as we head over to the race for the Turkish Grand Prix. Here we go then. It's race day for the Turkish Grand Prix. Let's have a look at the strategy for today's race, starting on the options and going for the primes. I'm not too sure now. Now that we started a lot further up the field, I feel like, again, I think, oh no, we can't because we're in the top 10, so we have to start on the option tyres. This could harm us. This could really harm us. Unless we have a huge gap to people behind us, so we can still manage to get like a bit of a miracle and get out okay. But I feel like we're going to get held up quite a bit in the pit stop phase. So we may have to go into the pits a lap earlier than everybody else in the race. But we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. 31% chance of rain as well. So we have to sort of be a little bit optimistic that that won't come down by the end of the race. Because I'm not too sure when really to come into the pits. I'm not too sure how much rain needs to be out on track before you actually have to come into the pit lane. But we will sort that out if it comes to it. But for now, let's head over to the track for the race. Okay, then Fernando Alonso lining up in pole position with Mark Webber alongside him in second. Then we have Sebastian Vettel third. Myself in the top 10 for the first time in qualifying this season in P9. Then my teammate Lucas Degrassi right down at the back of the field in 24th position as the lights are starting to come on now. For the first time this season, I can see the lights. It's 5 red lights. It is lights out and away we go for the Turkish Grand Prix straight away. Putting it up into fast, rich revs down in towards turn 1. Let's go around the outside. Jensen Button. No, we don't. He moves out in front of us. That is not a good start to today's race. I'm still holding P9 though. Still holding it just ahead of Adrian Sittel at the moment. Where can we go? Now in towards this long sweeping left-hander. Actually nowhere because I've overshot it just a little bit. Let's just try not to do that anymore in today's race. I've run it wide as well. I'm not getting these corners at all right at the moment. That's not good. What am I doing? Running it wide everywhere. Looks like Vitaly Petrov made the same mistake though. So I may be able to capitalise on that. He's going very defensive down in towards this next corner. Not the best of lines through there, but at least we've made the corner. We're still behind Vitaly Petrov at the moment. Still holding P9. Still points paying position, but we need to try and make up these positions if we don't want to get held up in the pit stop phase. Right then, behind Vitaly Petrov. Where's he going to go? Defensive? Nope. He doesn't. Yes, he does. He goes defensive this time around. Can we hold it around the outside of this hairpin? We're going to try it. Get the inside line into this next corner. And there we go. Job done. Up into P8. We've overtaken one Renault. Let's try and get the second one of Robert Kubica now. Much better line through the final corner, but he's blocking me off. Here we go on the right-hand side. Robert Kubica still holding the inside line down towards turn 1. Where's he going to go? He's going to hold us off. He's going to try. We're going to try around the outside now of turn 1. And there we go. Lovely move there on Robert Kubica. Can we get Jensen Button as well in towards turn 2 and turn 3? Jensen Button on our left-hand side. Will he go defensive through the long left-hander? We're going to try it around the outside now on Jensen Button. He's holding the inside line. He's holding position for now. As we go up the inside in towards this tight right-hander, we're still side by side with Jensen Button. Nothing through there, so let's hold off a little bit. Let's get the racing line through these corners. Let's try and get him through the fast left-handers of turn 8, 9, 10, and 11, I think it is. As we go in towards this right-hander now. What can we do on Jensen Button? Nothing through there. Lost a little bit of time. Let's try and get him towards the end of the lap. That's where I feel like I am the quickest. Through the end of the lap. Jensen Button lifts off a lot through turn 8, 9. Okay, yeah, we can see why. Because I've actually run it very, very wide through that corner. I'm going to hold off just behind Jensen Button. Let's break early into this corner. Let's try and make sure we actually make it this time around. And then power down. Let's see what we can do. Power down through this corner. Let's get Jensen Button. Can we do it? On the back of the McLaren driver. Through the long sweeping right-hander now. Can we do anything? He's running a little bit wide there. That's given us the opportunity to go up the inside. Here we go. Outside corner now. And under braking. Have we got the job done? Not yet. We've overshot it a little bit. Side by side with JB, but we've got the job done. There we go. Up into P6. What a race we are having at the moment. Okay, then we've got a first lot of drivers coming into pits now. Not too sure who it is. Jensen, no. Is it Robert Kubica's coming behind us. And Felipe Massa comes into pits ahead of us. They want to come into pits on this lap. I think I'm going to wait one more lap just to make sure I get through the big chunk of phase where everybody comes into the pits. If I can get past that, then maybe I won't get held up in the pit lane. Jensen Button overtakes me as he comes into the pit lane, but it's not going to last for long as I'm going to get past him and the other couple of drivers who have come into the pits as well. Down in towards turn 1 as we overshoot that corner, but we get it anyway. We get a warning for corner cutting, but we're up into P3. So we are doing a pretty decent job so far in this race. Up into P3 at the moment. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can hold on to it. Hopefully we can, as our tyres are now really starting to wear. Look at that front right tyre. It's gone red. It could get close to puncturing very, very soon as I've made a huge error there, running very, very wide. And all of our tyres are at least orange right now. That is not good. That is definitely not good right now. Come on then, tyres. Please, at least last these last couple of corners. Do not blow up now. I need you to hold on. I need you to hold on, tyres. Come on. I don't even know how fast we... Oh, okay. That was a bit too fast. Okay, that's not how to come into the pit lane. That's how to come into the pit lane. Okay, right. We're into the pits. Whew, okay. We at least made it. We finally made it into the pit lane. Okay. Anyway, right. There goes Lewis Hamilton. Unfortunately, we've lost a little bit of time coming into the pit lane, so that might hold us up. But if we can just at least get a good pit stop. Come on. Come on, Virgin Racing Crew. Give me a good stop. Go, 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 go. Yes! Yes, I'm out. I'm not held up at all. I'm out in front of those guys. It worked. The tactic worked. And I'm going to come out just side by side with nobody because it's put me on the grass. Kobayashi. Okay, I'm side by side with Kobayashi, but the game decided, no, Haydon's going to go on the grass. Cheers, game. Cheers, Codemasters. Anyway, let's try and get past Kobayashi. Into these next couple of corners. Around the outside. Oh, that was a sneaky little move. Around the outside. Inside line for the next corner. Okay. I like that. That was a nice move there on Kobayashi. We're ahead of one of the Renault drivers. But behind a McLaren of Jenson Button, I believe that is. So we have lost a few positions thanks to the pit stop phase. But only one at the moment, I think. Nope, looks like we may have lost out to a Renault as well, unfortunately. But he may have to pit again. So there is still hope as we've caught up loads to this guy ahead of us. Is it Jenson Button? Yes, it is Jenson Button. We've caught up loads to JB through that corner. What can we do now? Oh, got on the marbles, unfortunately. Got on the marbles there, so that kind of hurt us a little bit on acceleration. If I can get Jenson Button into the next corner, then that would be really, really good news. We've got another driver just ahead of us. Where's JB going to go? Defensive? Oh, no, he didn't, but he has gone now. As we've gone very, very wide around the outside there. Up the inside in towards his right-hander. Can we hold it? JB turns in. I don't really give him a lot of room, but I now do give him room on the inside. And there we go. Job done on Jenson Button, moving up into P12, which should be a top 10 position after we get past these guys who are pitted. And it is. There we go. Up into P9. Okay, P9 here in this Turkish Grand Prix. We're back where we started, and we're still in the points. Fucking back end. Stupid bloody back end, and now I can't spin around. Oh, come on! No, no, no. Get out the barrier! Fucking ruined it. We fucking ruined it. We were on there. We were on for a points finish. We touched a little fucking curb, and we've gone for a spin. Race over. Race fucking over. Yeah, goodbye, Karun Chandok, in your 23rd position. Going slowly through the fast corners. You don't need to do that, mate. It's pretty much flat out through these corners. You just need to lift off a little bit, you idiot. You absolute imbecile. Ah! So annoying. We were on for maybe another top 5 finish. And what do? I go and spoil it all by doing something stupid like touching a bloody curb. Do I never learn? Curbs are lethal in these games. Don't touch them. Stay away from them. Avoid them at all costs. And what do? I go and hug it as much as I possibly can. I go and do it again. I go and fucking do it again. Corner cut. I don't even care about the warning for corner cutting. I'm 6 places below where you predicted me to be. I am less than that where I predicted myself to be, mate. Jeff, don't even talk to me. Just shut up from now on. I don't need anybody in my ear. Because I'm not happy with how this race has gone anymore. I'm absolutely furious. Fucking furious. Round the outside of Buemi. Nope, can't do anything through there. Gonna get him up the inside though. There we go. Buemi, fuck off, mate. Get out of my way. You're shit. You're not even worth it, Buemi. 21st position. Whipty. Fucking do. Kobayashi and Lucas Di Grassi next. They're having a little bit of a battle themselves. I'm so much faster than my teammate through there. Am I faster than Kobayashi as well? I think I might be, as the rain is starting to come down. The rain is now starting to come down. Have I got past Kobayashi? Yes, I have. Right, get banged on, Kobayashi. Let's try and get a top 16 finish. Let's at least try and get into the top 16. Senna is up next. We can possibly try and get him into the next couple of corners. Let's just see what we can do. Senna through turn 1 is a lot slower than myself. I'm going to go up the inside in towards turn 2. Bruno Senna, get done. Get out of my way. Don't even try and fight me. I'm much better than you, mate. Just get out of town. Here we go then. Final lap in this Turkish Grand Prix. We may have probably just set the fastest lap of the race so far, but what does it even matter? I mean, seriously, why does it even matter? We're catching up to Kubica. I mean, that's good news. But I don't think we're going to be able to get 16th place in today's race. I mean, there's two guys holding each other up, so there might be a little bit of hope of a P15 finish, but still, it's just not good enough, is it? It's really not good enough. And Mark Webber is today's race winner here at the Turkish Grand Prix. Kubica's being held up an absolute treat by whoever this guy is ahead of him. Jarno Trulli, if I can get both of these... Oh, no, I've run it on the marbles. Okay, brilliant. Warning for corner cutting, even though we lost time. This is why this game is amazing. This game is so smart. Oh, fucking hell. Kubica is trying to get past Jarno Trulli again. Probably not going to happen. I don't think I'll be able to get past either of them either. Can I do it? Nope. I've overshot that corner, even though I broke earlier than I normally do. Brilliant. Absolute fucking brilliant. Anyway, right, let's just get this over and done with. Through the final corner, down towards the line, and job done. Into the wall, because I just don't care anymore. From 9th, a race which could have been anything ended up in P18. Oh, Jeff, I don't even care that I managed to finish the race, you know. I could have finished the race in P14. I could have come back and finished P11. And I still would have been pissed off because it was 2 spins. 2 spins in 1 lap that cost me. And where did it cost me? It cost me probably like 5th position. I reckon I could have got 5th position. I reckon I could have got Jenson Button back. And I don't know, Vin Antonio Luizzi, he might have been on a different stop. I think he started on the primes and went options. So he might have got me at the end of the day. But, you know, I still had that chance. I still had that chance of getting a top 5 finish. And I threw it all away. I threw it all away by taking too much of 1 curb. 1 fucking curb. And that put me all the way down in 18th place. So we're just going to get through this as quickly as we possibly can. 12th position we've been demoted to. We've lost 1 position, unfortunately, in the championship. Not actually sure who that is to. I think Jenson Button, maybe. Yeah, I think it was Jenson Button who got points today and has leapfrogged me and got up into P10. At least we're holding on to P12, but, you know, it's not the point at the end of the day. We need to make sure we get some more points finishes because at the moment, I think that may mean we're in a virgin seat for next season. Let me just check my notes. Right, next season, yes, it's a virgin seat for next season, so that's not good enough. We need to get at least Lotus or above if we want any sort of chance of... I don't even know in F1 2011. I think we need Williams or above. We need to get that 6th place or above, and that's going to be really, really difficult in the rest of the season. Look at the constructors. We are still in 8th. I don't know, were we in 8th before? I'm not too sure, but we're on 22 points thanks to those 2 points from De Grassi in the previous round in Monaco, I think it was. So, good job to him. But still, 8th place, it's not too bad. We don't really care too much about the constructors at this point. But still, we need to try and get some decent results in this season. That is it, though, for the Turkish Grand Prix. Let's head back to the menus. Ah, disappointing race then at Turkish Grand Prix. And the team are happy with my race. How are they happy with my race performance? I mean, we had a fantastic qualifying session. Do not get me wrong. But the race was atrocious. They should not be happy with that. They should be furious with that. At least we're heading to Montreal. We're heading to the Canadian Grand Prix next. There should be some points there. We should hopefully get some points to the Canadian Grand Prix. But let's look at the standings one more time before we end today's episode. Currently in 12th place, which means a virgin seat for next season. It's not good enough. We need to try and work our way up through the field. We need to either get we need to get 11th or above to try and get Lotus, Williams, or Force India. If we can start getting a lot of points finishes and get up into the top 6, then we get a Williams seat for next season. But that's 49 points at the moment. That is a 29-point gap to Nico Rosberg. So we need to start getting some podium finishes if that is possible. But that's it for today's Turkish Grand Prix. It's been a really, really disappointing race, but if you have enjoyed the episode, don't forget to smash a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and also share this video with your friends. But I'll see you next time at a Canadian Grand Prix, but until then, it's goodbye from me.